Hello everyone. Welcome back to another fun English learning podcast with me, Mr. B.
And with me, Anna. We're so happy you're here with us today.
Before we start learning, please, you know what to do. Like the video, comment something nice, and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate it.
Okay, Mr. B. Today we have a very useful topic, a very big topic, a very scary topic for many learners.
Oh yes, a question that makes people freeze like a potato in the freezer.
A potato?
Yes, a potato. Cold. Quiet. Not moving. Exactly like many students when someone says, "Tell me about yourself."
It's true. Many people panic. They don't know what to say, or they talk too much, or they talk about things that don't matter.
So today we will help you introduce yourself clearly, confidently, and naturally, just like a real English speaker.
And we'll make it simple, fun, and easy to follow. So if someone asks you, "Tell me about yourself," you will not freeze like a potato again.
You will be a hot potato.
A confident potato.
Okay, stop. Enough potatoes. Let's start. 1. Why this question is important.
So, Mr. B, why is "tell me about yourself" such an important question?
Because people use it everywhere. In job interviews, in school, in online meetings. Even when you meet someone new, they often ask it in different ways like, "So, what about you? Can you introduce yourself? Who are you? Tell me a little bit about yourself."
And your answer creates the first impression.
Yes, it's like the trailer of a movie. If the trailer is boring, people don't want to watch the movie.
So your introduction needs to be clear, short, and interesting.
And you want to sound friendly, relaxed, and natural, not like a robot reading from Google Translate.
Exactly. Today we'll teach you how, step by step.
2. The simple structure. Present, past, future.
Many teachers make introductions too complicated. Too many details, too many rules.
But here, we love simple things, like simple coffee, simple jokes, and simple English.
There is one super easy structure that native speakers use all the time. It's just 3 parts. 1, present, who you are now. 2, past, where you come from or your background. 3, future, what your goals are.
And this structure works for everything. Jobs, school, casual conversations, interviews.
Yes, it's easy for beginners, but it also sounds natural for advanced speakers.
Even native speakers introduce themselves this way without thinking.
So let's break it down slowly.
3. Part 1. The present. Who you are now. This is the easiest part. Right now, today. Who are you? You can say your name, your job or what you do, where you live, something simple about you.
Let's give some examples. Easy beginner example, present. Hi, I'm Anna. I live in Phnom Penh. I work in a school. I teach English. I like coffee and meeting new people.
See? Simple, friendly, clear.
More natural example. Hi, I'm Anna. I'm an English teacher based in Phnom Penh. I teach beginner and intermediate students, and I really enjoy helping people feel confident when they speak.
You can choose your level, but keep it short. 4. Part 2. The past. Your background.
Here you share 1 or 2 short details about your past. For example, where you grew up, your studies, how you started doing what you do, a simple personal detail.
But do not tell your whole life story.
Yes, please, not like, when I was 5 years old, I ate a banana and then my neighbor said, "No, we don't need your banana story."
Short and sweet.
Easy beginner example past. I grew up in Battambang. I studied business in university.
More natural example, I'm originally from Battambang, and I studied business in university before moving to Phnom Penh.
Smooth, clear, natural.
5. Part 3. The future. This part shows that you have direction, motivation, and energy.
People love hearing goals. It makes you sound more confident and interesting. You can talk about career goals, learning goals, personal plans, or hopes for the future.
Easy, beginner example. In the future, I want to improve my English and find a better job.
More natural example. I'm now focusing on improving my English and building more skills so I can move into a better position in the future.
Perfect. 6. Full intro examples. Native style.
Example 1. Friendly, casual conversation. Hi, I'm MrB. I'm a content creator and English trainer. I'm based in Phnom Penh. I grew up in a small town where the cows are louder than the people. Right now, I'm focusing on helping more English learners feel confident and trying not to drink too much coffee.
Job interview style.
My name is Anna. I'm currently working as a customer service assistant. I studied business communication, and I've always enjoyed helping customers solve problems. In the future, I hope to develop my skills and move into a supervisor position.
Student introduction.
Hello, I'm Dara. I'm a second-year IT student. I'm from Siem Reap, and I became interested in computers when I was young. Now I'm learning more about programming, and I want to become a software developer.
7. How to sound more confident. Simple tips.
Okay, MrB. Now let's teach them how to sound confident even if they are nervous.
Number 1. Speak slowly. Slow equals confident. Fast equals nervous squirrel.
And tip number 2, use short sentences. Long sentences make you confused, then you panic, then you cry.
Number 3. Smile. Even in audio, people can hear your smile.
And tip number 4, practice out loud. Not in your head, out loud. Use your mouth, use your voice, wake your neighbors.
And number 5, don't try to be perfect. People don't want perfect. People want natural. 8. Common mistakes to avoid.
Mistake number 1, saying too many details. Your introduction is not your autobiography.
Mistake number 2. Talking for too long. If your introduction is longer than the Titanic movie, too long.
Mistake number 3, saying things that don't matter. For example, I like sleeping. We all do, but it's not helpful.
Mistake number 4. Using negative language. Don't say, my English is bad. Say, I'm improving my English.
Mistake number 5, apologizing too much. Don't say, sorry, my English is not good. Say, thank you for listening.
Mistake number 6. Memorizing everything, word for word. Then, when you forget one word, boom, brain crash. 9. Real native speaker examples. Short and natural.
Example A, friendly. Hey, I'm Jake. I work in marketing. I'm from Chicago, but I live in Bangkok now. I love traveling and trying new food. Nice to meet you.
Professional.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm a software engineer at a fintech company. I studied computer science at Stanford, and now I'm focused on building secure payment systems.
Student.
Hello, I'm Mina. I'm studying economics. I'm really interested in finance and development, and I hope to work in banking in the future.
10. Fun practice with MrB and Anna.
Okay, MrB, let's pretend someone asks you, tell me about yourself.
Sure, I'm MrB. I'm a podcast host, English trainer, and professional coffee drinker. I'm from a small town where the cows are louder than the people. Right now, I'm focusing on helping more English learners feel confident and trying not to drink too much coffee.
Haha. Okay, my turn. Hi, I'm Anna. I'm an English teacher and a cat lover. I grew up in a busy city, and I started teaching because I like helping people. In the future, I want to travel more and make English learning fun for everyone.
And she also wants more cats.
Shh, don't tell them that.
Too late. 11. Practice template for you.
Use this simple template.
Present. Hi, I'm blank. I'm a blank job or student. I live in blank. Past. I'm originally from blank. I studied blank. I started blank because blank. Future. Now I'm focusing on blank. In the future, I want to blank.
You can fill it in and practice anytime.
Practice it in the shower. Practice it in bed. Practice it in the mirror. If someone sees you talking to yourself, that's okay. You're learning English.
12. Full 3,000-word episode wrap-up. Okay, friends, today we learned how to introduce yourself in a clear and natural way using the present, past, future method.
We also learned how to avoid sounding like a nervous potato.
And you heard real examples, common mistakes, and simple tips.
Most important, keep practicing. The more you say it, the easier it becomes.
Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget,
Like,
comment,
subscribe.
and share this with a friend who also needs to improve their English.
See you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.